Hi, beautiful soul. Hi, gorgeous. I feel so good today, and it feels so good to have you here with me today. I want to announce that I have created the first session of my course on manifestation. I call it Magnetic Queen Manifestrice. And I will make the first lesson available on my YouTube channel. If you want to join me also for the creation of that course, leave me a comment below. Comment Manifestation Queen, right? And I will send you all the information, or you can check the description below or my Feminine Rebirth webpage. I send you so much love and enjoy the video. Welcome to our course on manifestation, Magnetic Queen Manifestrice. I would love to start with understanding manifestation. So lesson 1 is going to be, it all starts with your desires. When we talk about manifestation, we have to think about the law of attraction and the law of assumptions. What does it mean? Well, the law of attraction is that you attract what you are a match for. And the law of assumption means that when you believe something, when you see yourself already having that thing is already on its way to you as well. What you want wants you back, right? So we cannot talk about manifestation also without talking about energy, about the quantum physics, because that is the study of the elements, right? Like atoms, quantums, right? And that is what energy is about. So when we talk about energy, we also have to think about our subconscious mind as well as our conscious mind, because our energy is dictated by what we hold in our subconscious mind and by what we do in our conscious mind. Think about it like this. The conscious mind is just the peak of the iceberg, and the subconscious mind is like the rest of the ice that is underwater that we cannot see. So what is the subconscious mind made of? It is made of all our beliefs, all our conditioning. It is even made of what we have inherited from our lineage or from the whole human consciousness, from the whole knowledge that is available to humanity right now, and also from the things that we cannot yet define with words. They don't exist in this reality, but it doesn't mean that they don't exist, right? For example, it's important to understand the concept of parallel realities. When we are in quantum physics, the state that we are observing is determined by the observation. So a cat can be both alive and dead depending on what state you are observing in. You can say, okay, the cat is now dead because in the state that I observed, he is dead. But at the same time, it's also alive for another state where you will look and you will see this cat is alive. So this is to talk about different realities that exist at the same time, what we can call parallel realities. Imagine that you are in a room, right? And that room has many chambers, many small rooms. And each room is like the replication of any other room, but there are subtle parameters that are different. For example, to make it more concrete, there is one version of yourself in one parallel reality who already has the things that you desire. Let's say that you want to be someone who can play the guitar. There is already a version of yourself in a parallel reality who can play the guitar. Let's say that you want to be a millionaire. There is already a version of yourself in a parallel reality who is a millionaire. Let's say that you want to have a successful YouTube channel. There is already, in a successful business, there's already a version of you with those dreams as a reality. And we can imagine it as a future self of ourselves, right? But that version of you already exists even in this time. So now to understand this, we need to shift our perspective away from our linear time, when we can see, okay, today is Monday, let's say, and tomorrow will be Tuesday, right? Let's imagine that we have a bigger perspective, an eagle view, where we can see everything at the same time. So from that perspective, you can see Monday at the same time as you see Tuesday, as you see Wednesday. If you look at your past week, for example, it's easy to see those days at the same time because they have already happened, right? You can see, yeah, Monday I had this appointment, and Tuesday I did this thing. So you can really see all those things at the same time, right? It becomes more difficult for us to imagine that we can see our present, our past, and our future exactly the way we saw that last week, like they are happening all at the same time. So why is it important for us in this course, right, in understanding manifestation? Well, it is like a superpower, because if they exist all at the same time, as well as those parallel reality exist at the same time, it's about the space and time relativity. So in the timeline, you can access your future and your past and your present at the same moment, right? And this is the power of manifestation through activations, through visualizations, right? Through meditations. Because when you go in a meditative state, you can really access those different state lines, those timelines, like the present, the future, or the past. Okay, so our subconscious mind has the things that happened to our previous generation, right? Our parents, our grandparents, what they thought, we inherited those things. What do they think about money? What do they think about playing the guitar, right? What do they think about any areas of life, relationships? It is probable that we adopt the same belief that they had. It's not only our lineage, our family, it's also the teachers that have influenced us in our life, the friends, even the peers, everything, the experiences, the events that have happened in our life, we take them and we say, okay, this is my reality. Whether we do it consciously, knowing it, or whether we do it unconsciously. Like something happened, you don't know that it affected you, but you have a trauma that you don't know exists. And so, because of that experience, you don't trust yourself anymore. You don't want to be your full self anymore. For example, you are not so confident anymore, right? So this is how the subconscious mind is going to influence what we believe in, right? And in order to have our manifestation, we not only have access to that time and space continuum, but we also have our emotions, we also have our thought, we also have our energy, who all influence how we see the world, right? And we cannot stop thinking. The actions are inspired by our thinking, by our beliefs. So the things that we think are going to imply certain actions. This is why it's important also to work on ourselves in the terms of our subconscious mind, on the way we think, on the way we feel, also the emotion that we feel repetitively, right? Okay, so it all starts with our desires. If we have conscious desire, clear intentions for what we really want, this is a perfect thing for manifestation. Because if we don't have something defined that we want, we will be manifesting per default. The law of attraction, we are always attracting something. The question is it something that you really want and desire, or is it something that you don't want? But because you are putting your effort and your thought on that thing that you don't want, you are attracting that to you. So the first point is going to be aware of what you desire and to choose intentionally, clearly, what you are attracting to you, right? It doesn't matter in what area you decide. Start with one area so that you have that clarity, that focus, that intention that you can put toward it. But because everything is interconnected, when you are working in one area of life, it will have effect on other areas of your life as well. For example, you can be working in the relationship area and suddenly you are inspired to start creating wealth in your own life, because this is going to make you feel more fulfilled and make you express your love more in your relationships, right? Don't choose an area that resonates with you right now. You can close your eyes and put your hands on your heart and ask yourself what will feel really good, really inspiring to work on right now, right? And maybe it's one area that you don't feel so empowered in right now. So pick that area and let's run with this, right? There, in that area, ask yourself, what do you really desire, right? And be true to yourself, right? Like, it can be the most crazy things, but as long as it's really inspiring for you, this is going to be the vision that you create that pulls you forward, because it's so inspiring for you, because you love it so much. So if everything were possible, if you had a magic wand that you can just do like this and have everything that you want, what will that be? What will you choose? And it's okay if your vision is big, if you can see many things at the same time, right? Some people want to focus on one thing only. Other people have the capacity and the containers to have many things at once. So if it feels overwhelming for you to have too many things at once, focus on one thing, understanding that even that one thing will expand in the other areas of life. If it doesn't feel overwhelming for you, then go with your desire in all areas of life and ask yourself what will feel really good to have in this area. You can take your journal. You can take a specific journal for manifestation. I have my own journal for manifestation, and you can write those desires in there, or the most inspiring desire for this moment. You can take for yourself for the next, let's say, 30 days, you are going to be manifesting in that area. It doesn't mean that you will be so focused on it, like, okay, I have to effort myself into doing these things, but it's like having also that wisdom to know when to do the inspired action and to know when to let the rest for the universe to take care of, right? Confidently knowing that you always get your desires, right? So first one, it all starts with your desire. So be aware of your desire and take them in with gratitude, with an open heart, full of gratitude, full of love. Be grateful for feeling that inspiration, right? Because you know, sometimes you cannot even feel that level of inspiration, right? But if that is the case, just choose the simplest thing that come in your mind, right? It can be a simple habit that you want to work on, that you want to create for yourself, right? Or it can be a clear objective, a goal that you want for yourself. For example, if it's wealth, how much do you want to have as a monthly income, right? Or as a yearly income? And then an important thing is also to know, by when do you want to have that result? How long do you think it's going to take you, right? And in this case, it's better to think something that is like 12 months period maximum, so that you have a clear goal that you can work on for the next 12 months. It is not relevant if that goal is going to happen at that moment or not. What is important also to understand when we talk about the time and space continuum, right? Its relativity and the ability to zoom out and see everything at the same time. It's also very important to understand the divine timing. There is a divine order. So the things that we desire, they always happen according to divine timing, according to divine order, and for the greatest good of all, right? So when you choose your thing that you want to manifest, also ask that it happens for the greatest good of all, right? It's always going to be the case, but having that clear intention is also going to help you to be faster in the decisions that you will take, because they will align with that higher good of all, right? Okay, so decide that you get to have it all. Decide that what you want, it's okay to want it, and you get to have it. It's really a decision. It starts with a decision, right? Imagine that you are living in a movie and you are the actor of that movie, but you are also the director. So you have all the decisions to make. You can choose what role you are playing, right? And then your job is to allow it to happen. Like we said, divine timing is going to take care of everything. So your job is to allow it. Another important thing to understand is how our self-concept, meaning the things that we think about ourselves, are influencing our manifestation. For example, if you choose one thing that you want to manifest, but that is not really important to you, something that you are not yet prioritizing in your life, it might need more effort to materialize that, to manifest that. When I say materialization, it's like bringing it into this reality, right? And if you say you want to manifest something or materialize something that is already aligned with you, it is easier for you to see some next step that you will be doing, right? But don't let any of that stop you. I'm just talking about how you can have more resistance in some areas than in others, but it's not impossible, which is a perfect segue to my next point, which is to expect miracles, right? When you are manifesting, understand that yes, there is a part that you play, but there is also the divine order, the synchronicities, serendipity, doing things just like that, giving you things just like that. I'll give you a beautiful example for this, and it's that I had my last call with my coach. We were discussing about my call, Divine Feminine Glow Up, how I can make it the best that it can be, right? And then I was so surprised when I manifested that she talks on her channel, on her YouTube channel, about me and putting my name in a description, my channel in the description, right? I don't want to get attached to what will come out of this manifestation, but it was a manifestation. It was a miracle. It was something unexpected that happened just like that, because she was so inspired after our conversation. I had some mixed feeling about that manifestation, but I was like, wow, universe, thank you. I'm so grateful for this manifestation, right? Mixed feeling because the way I was portrayed in that video was not like I am the winner, you know. You want to have that thing like, okay, I am winning at life and that's why people are talking about me. But sometimes it's more like you have difficulties to win and you have so many blockages, and sometimes it's you putting yourself in your own way. Like I was not giving myself permission to just talk about anything that I want on YouTube, and being like, that's why I'm so inspired to create courses also, because in the courses I can really be in a safe place where I can share with my totally open heart, right? And I want to transmute that also on my YouTube channel, which I'm going to do in the next step. And that's what she was talking in that video. And I would have preferred that video is more like, yes, I've worked with that client and now she's having success and all of that. But the universe, like we said, is going to work in unexpected ways, right? And understanding that any miracle that happens is for the highest good of all, right? So I am sure that that video, that publicity is going to bring something beautiful. So many things are coming in my head right now. Like, number one, Einstein said, either you believe everything is a miracle or you believe nothing is a miracle, right? What are you going to choose to believe? Every manifestation that you are calling in, when they come, accept it as miracles, right? So this is how I choose to see that thing about the publicity on the YouTube, right? Next is that even the publicity, it's my husband who told me, even publicity, even bad publicity, but it was not bad publicity, right? It was just my own feeling, my own expectation of wanting to be successful in my own definition of success, and wanting to have people talk about me in the sense that I am successful, right? And even failures are part of the success, right? So what I wanted to say is the only bad publicity is if nobody is talking about you, right? So if someone is already talking about you, that is brilliant publicity. So this was just a beautiful example of something that I've manifested this week, even like a few days ago, right? And I was like, wow, she talked about me in a channel, and wow, let's see what will come out of this. And she moves so fast, and it inspired me also to move really fast, which is one point that I want to cover also in a moment. But you can see how that self-concept, wanting life to be only a certain way, wanting people to see only your success, can really block your manifestation. Because she asked me afterwards also, oh, I talked about you in this video, I hope it's okay, do you want me to take it down, or is it okay for you? And I was like, I am so grateful that you talk about me at all. I haven't seen the video, and I was already grateful and everything. And yeah, when I saw the video, I was like, interesting. But I was still like, yeah, I'm grateful for this, right? So your self-concept is what you think about yourself, and it's also what you think that people perceive you, right? And sometimes you hold yourself back because you want people to perceive you only in a certain way. But one great secret in manifestation, in order to move quick, like I said before, is to embrace also your other side. Let's say that you want the light side, like you want your success to be public, right? But the more you can also fail in public and not being afraid to fail in public, you move really fast because you are not concerned about what people will think about my failure, right? It is one thing to be in the public eyes, like with your YouTube channel, and it's another thing to fail and be in the public eye, so people are seeing you failing, right? But when you can embrace that and integrate that, you can really see it is okay, because there is no success without failure. There is no manifestation without seemingly failure manifestation. Something that comes, it seems like it's your manifestation, but it's not yet the ultimate manifestation that you had in mind, right? But even those are manifestation, even those are synchronicity to show you that your ultimate manifestation is not so far away anymore. So, talking about that self-concept, you can really take that and it can break your heart, right? Something come that is not yet your final manifestation, and you choose to be like, oh, it's breaking my heart, I'm feeling so depressed, right? If you start going that route, it will make you go down, right? The spiral down. But what if you can change your belief, right? Anything that happened for your highest good. So even if a challenge happened, instead of letting it break your heart and letting it bring you down, you choose to believe that even this is a success, right? It's a success in disguise. Even if it doesn't feel like that right now, your feelings are going to change when you will understand the bigger picture. Because the reality in life is that we have everything. When something happens, it always has its benefits and it always has its drawbacks as well. So both are always present, but depending on what we will focus on, this is going to make a difference, how we perceive it, right? If we focus on the drawbacks, it can bring us down in a downward spiral. If we focus on the benefits, it will bring us up, like, yeah, I'm manifesting, I'm on the right path, right? And this is how one teacher that I love, Regan Hillier, she's the queen of manifestation, and you can check her. She talks about how you can improve your belief by 2% all the time, right? Like if you are trying a new skill, let's say you are going on YouTube, like I love to take as example, and somebody tell you, oh, YouTube is so hard, it has been 11 years and I'm still not monetized, you are going to fail and all of that. If you choose to believe those things, it's going to make you feel like, oh, 1 year and I'm still not monetized, oh yeah, maybe I should quit, or oh, I will never be successful at this thing, right? But if you see somebody else who tells you, wow, I was able to do the monetization in 8 weeks, I'm sure you have everything that you need to succeed, you will pick up this really fast, and you choose to believe, yes, I'm going to be really good at this, yes, I'm going to pick this up really fast, yes, one day I'm going to be really, really, really good at this, right? I'm going to be successful at this. I have zero doubt about this. I am so confident. I have certainty, which is another thing when we talk about understanding manifestation. The more certain you are, the more you get what you want, because embracing support and challenge is what gives you that certainty. You know that even when things are going to come which seems difficult, you are just going to go after what you want, or you are just going to relax and let the universe do its thing. Because another point that I have here is to understand that dichotomy between what you have to do, the inspired actions, right? And also how you have to relax to keep a relaxed high vibrational state, right? With that certainty, without poise, understanding that you don't have to do all the things. You can relax and let the universe do its thing. You can relax and let God do the heavy lifting. And when God gives you an inspiration through your intuition, like go and do the next step, which is, for example, create your next course, just go with that and move quickly. Because if you don't move quickly, the limiting beliefs are going to come and help start wanting to bring you down in that downward spiral, where you start saying, oh, am I really knowledgeable for this course and all of that. For example, I had this inspiration. I was so inspired to create 2 courses at the same time. One about feminine energy, one about manifestation. And I was like, yes, I'm going for it, right? And so I started the first course, which I call Divine Feminine Glow Up. And after the first session, the first lesson of teaching that course, what happened is that the next day I was like, am I really qualified to teach about feminine energy? I'm not the most beautiful person on this earth, so how can I be qualified to teach about feminine energy, right? And that is not the point. The point is not about being beautiful, right? Like natural beauty, which I am actually, right? But my mind was using those things to help me to say, no, you are not beautiful enough, right? And it's a trick that your mind will always use on you, no matter what your manifestation is, right? No matter, even if it's love. Somebody loves you and you are like, why do you love me? I'm not that beautiful, or I'm not that smart, or I'm not that, yes, whatever. It's just your mind, your fears trying to bring you down. It's not the truth. You are beautiful enough. I am beautiful enough, right? I am smart enough. I am lovable enough. You are lovable enough. You are beautiful enough. You are smart enough. Any adjective that you want, you are that enough to be loved, because ultimately we all want to be loved, right? We love being the synthesis and synchronicity of all complementary opposites, like I love to say, which is the definition of one of my mentors, Dr. John DeMartini. He also have 13 steps of manifestation, which you can also check, right? So I love all those mentors who have helped me to really alchemize my mind, my state of mind, instead of falling into all those limiting beliefs which used to hold me back from my manifestation, including the poor self-concept. Like, you know your potential, but something is stopping you. You don't know what it is, but it's stopping you, right? And I think it is the self-doubt, the lack of self-confidence, the fear of what people will think about you, right? The fear of being seen, like they call it. But the moment you can be raw, so talking about that story about creating my first course, right? Let me check the time. Yeah, I will have to restart the camera in a moment, but no problem at all, right? Talking about the course creation, right? Sometimes you will have those low vibration come in to help you to keep you safe. Like you are taking a big leap in the direction of your manifestation, and please don't do that, right? Please come back. Is it safe? Are you qualified to teach this? And so on, right? And you are not beautiful enough. Let's take that example. So what helped me in that case is always to go back to my raw self, right? Like if the beauty standard is like, yeah, you have to do your makeup and do your hair and be very stylish, right? Which I love to do. Then I can prove to myself that I'm a qualified teacher because I can even teach without the makeup, without the hair done, without stylish outfit, right? Going to that raw version tells to my subconscious mind, yes, I am worthy to teach this course, right? I am beautiful the way I am, without the makeup, without the artifice. I am here, and here is what I have to offer, right? And then teach that course. I was so raw in that course, and that gave me my power back, right? So that is one thing that I also manifested, like taking my power back to teach the lesson 2 of that course instead of saying, yeah, you are right, subconscious mind trying to hold me back with limiting beliefs. You are right, we don't qualify to teach that course, so let it go. It's the same for this lesson on manifestation. It is still me going toward my manifestation with the inspired action, like teach the first lesson, right? Because then you are unlocking some new possibility in the universe, right? The universe is shifting. You are shifting from your current reality to one of those parallel reality where a new version of you already exists, who already has the dreams that you have, right? So even if nobody is going to buy that course, right? The first step is the creation of that course, and you showing up, the conditioning, changing your conditioning, getting you out of your way, of your own way, like I said in one of those YouTube videos, right? Not blocking your own success means that you say yes to the inspired action. You say yes and you come to teach those courses when you are inspired to teach those courses. I have been hearing around, oh, you should teach a course on manifestation. You should teach a course on manifestation. And I was like, yeah, that would be really interesting to do. And it takes time before you have that inspiration, like now is the time, right? So I'm so grateful for being here and teaching this course. I cannot help but talk about this example where I wanted my first child before I get to 30, which I share in one of my YouTube videos about manifesting faster, right? And when my husband and I knew that we were pregnant, we went to the gynecologist, and the date that they preview the child will come at is exactly my 30th birthday, right? So the intention, your desires, when you have certainty about that, the universe aligns things that it surprises you. When they tell me my birthday is the date when the baby will come, my 30th birthday, for me having said, okay, when I'm 30, I will have my baby, because I don't want to be in that trap where a woman gets old and she's still looking for the diplomas and whatever, the success in life, and the life experiences don't align that she's having a baby, although she wanted to, right? So I was like, no, when I'm 30 years old, I should have my baby. And that baby was so wise to choose to come 3 days after my birthday. And you know how powerful the number 3 also is, right? Because he understands how I tick, and that I want to enjoy my birthday as the queen on that day, right? This is how the universe aligns everything according to the highest good of all. Now, each of us can enjoy their birthday separately. Although for my manifestation, I had that confirmation that yes, you get your baby when you are 30 years old, right? I really love that manifestation as well. So moving on to the next step, which I wrote here, and it's about not chasing but attracting, right? It's about knowing when to take those inspired action and knowing when to just relax and be yourself and love yourself. We talk about that self-concept. It has a lot to do with self-love. For example, me showing up in that course just raw, without my hair done and without makeup, it's like I love myself. I love my raw self, right? The lesson was like unleash your wild feminine. So when you love that wild woman in you, what is it to not love anymore, right? You are just love, right? And when you love yourself that deep, exactly the way you are, with all your shadow, with all your light, with all your imperfection, the perceived imperfection, because I love to say that our perceived imperfection, in reality, they are our superpower when we embrace them fully, when we understand that they are blessings in disguise. For example, I love to take the example of this keloid that I have, and we sent me on a journey to really develop myself because I wanted holistic healing to make this go away. But it didn't go away, it just calmed itself because it was itching and it was growing and I didn't understand what was going on. But all the transformation that I've been doing in my nutrition, in my way of living, in reducing stress, in connecting more to my higher self, so to speak, all those things, investing in myself to learn more, they have been my greatest blessing, and this is how I can be here with you sharing today, because it's a journey that I started years and years ago, right? So even our perceived flaws can be our superpower when we embrace them fully. And me seeing the beauty and the value in this keloid, like the catalyst that sent me on my own growth journey, it's something that I manifested, right? Me seeing the beauty of that helped other people to see the beauty in that. Like one person told me, wow, you have something beautiful there on your chest. You can make a necklace tattoo out of it. And I'm like, okay, I hear you, but no, thank you, right? And yeah, this is how people will see the beauty when you don't have I don't want people to see this. And although it was my reality at one point, right? I was just wearing things that are really high so that people will not discover that thing that is growing on my chest. But now I'm so, I've grown so much that I'm just okay. I'm more than okay to show this. It's just a part of me. I don't even think about it anymore unless I have to share in a course like this, right? So this is really how with your manifestation also, it's not just about the end result. Like, yes, my ultimate goal is here, right? It's about the journey, the transformative journey that you go through to become that person who has your manifestation. And I love to say, like I said in my video on YouTube about manifesting faster, that is like your ideal self who has your manifestation is another timeline and you are here. So there seems like parallel timelines, so one might not meet the other one. But the power of our imagination, like Einstein said, is a beautiful power, right? Imagination as well as intuition. When you can use those, it's really a superpower. So if with your imagination, you can see yourself meeting this person, right? Instead of going your way like this, you decide that you get to have those dreams, those desires that you want, and you meet that person who already has your manifestation. When you meet that person, it means that you accelerated the rate at which you get those manifestations, right? For example, the person who you are today doesn't think like the person who has your goals, right? Your desires, your manifestation. Because if she did, she will probably also have those things in her life. So we need to start thinking like that person, right? We need to start taking decisions like that person. We need to start living like that person, walking like that person, talking like that person, bringing up the confidence that that person brings to the table, right? The conditioning, we need to condition ourselves to be really relaxed, to be in a high vibrational state, because that person probably is in a high vibrational state, co-creating with the universe, right? So our training then is constantly to shift our own reality in order to meet that version of ourselves faster. This is why we can go in a small meditation slash activation slash visualization. And we want to always focus on what we want instead of focusing on what we don't want, right? Because it can be frustrating to not have what you want despite the effort that you are doing. But the secret is really to shift again and think about, yes, what do I really want, right? And I can also recommend that you listen to The Game of Life by Florence Scovel Sheen, The Game of Life and How to Play It, or The Secret Door to Success from the same author. They are really shifting your perspective and understanding how you can play this life by thinking the thought that you really want and how you attract them to you faster. All right, let's close our eyes. Relax our body from head to toe, from toe to head. You can roll your shoulder or your neck. Do the movement that your body naturally wants to do to relax even more. You can contract all your muscles for as long as you can. You can also stop your breathing for a moment and then let it all out and relax even more. When we are in a relaxed state, it is easier to access our subconscious mind and to impress it with our intentions. See a wave of relaxation coming from the sky and washing away all the stress that can exist in your body. All the tension is now washed away. You are totally relaxed, totally trusting, totally loving. You feel safe and secure. It is safe for you to want the desires that you have. If they were put in your heart, it is because they already exist and it's because they are yours. Relax your body even more. Your toes are relaxed. Your feet are relaxed. Your legs are relaxed. Your pelvis and womb are relaxed. Your belly, your back, totally relaxed. Your chest and your arms are totally relaxed. Your neck, your head, your crown, completely relaxed. Even your face is relaxed. Your jaw is relaxed. You can do a face as if you ate a sour lemon. Bring every muscle to the center of your face and then relax everything. You can also get your tongue out and your eyes looking above your head and stretch everything and then relax. So now you are totally relaxed. Think about your manifestation. That desire that you have deep within you. In what area of life is it? Choose one area for the moment. One manifestation that can happen in the next 30 days or maximum the next 12 months. What is the date you choose for this manifestation? Beautiful. Now imagine yourself having that manifestation on that date or even before it. You are totally open for miracles, for surprises from the universe and from God. You are totally trusting. You don't need to feel tension. You are totally relaxed. It is possible for you. Why not for you? It is possible. You get to have it all. Yes, you already have your manifestation. So how do you know for sure that you have this manifestation? See yourself having that sign that you get that manifestation, that you got this manifestation. It's already done. It has happened for you. It is here. See that proof that you have it now. How do you feel with your manifestation? You know, anything that we desire is because we think it will make us feel more happy or more loved, more fulfilled. So how does your manifestation make you feel? Feel those feelings right now. Do you feel inner peace? Do you feel fulfillment? Do you feel elation? You can connect to your heart, put one heart on your heart and another one on your womb. The heart is the center for love, for gratitude. The womb is the center for creativity, for our life force energy, for our self-expression in some way, for our freedom, for our flow. You can move your body like if you were flowing, small, dense, letting your life force energy come from your root in your pelvis, up to your crown, carrying with you all those beautiful emotions, those feelings that you are feeling because of your manifestation. You know, they are elevated feelings, synchronized feelings like love, gratitude. You feel enthusiasm. You are so inspired. You are so present and certain with your manifestation. Those are elevated, synthesized feelings. You can feel them right now with your manifestation. Feel how it lightens you up. Feel how inspired you are. Feel how everybody around you is also rejoicing with you. All right. Everybody around you is rejoicing with you because you got your manifestation. They feel so much love and so much gratitude for you exactly the way you are, and for you getting your desires. It inspired them to also get what they want in life. Imagine God's energy in the form of a sun ray coming towards you and your loved ones, the people who are celebrating with you, and give you so much love, so much inspiration, so much certainty that you always get your desires for the greatest good of all. You express your gratitude to God, to the universe, to the people around you, and to yourself for showing up and doing the inspired action that brought you this manifestation and so much more. And also for relaxing, for resting, for keeping a high vibrational state that allow the universe, that allow God to bring your desires to you in the most easiest and fastest way, with so much flow, with so much grace, with so much ease, with so much love, with so much gratitude, I want to say. Enjoying every step along the process. Feel the gratitude for all synchronicities along your journey. You express your gratitude and you are so grateful for everything that is aligning for you now and in your future. Okay. Thank you. I love you. God bless you. All right, I just went to open the door and then I had a message from my husband. I just manifested this beautiful, I don't know if you can see, this beautiful sun wishing me a fantastic day today. So I love this kind of things, small manifestation, but we are so aligned with what you really want, right? And it's the universe way to tell you, yes, you are going in the right direction. Yes, your manifestations are coming your way. I also want to share this, another small manifestation. Yesterday, I was going for my morning walk, and what did I see? A squirrel going above a tree. Those, for me, they are really the universe making the twink, I don't know how to call it in English, un clin d'œil, right? To say you are taken care of, right? Don't worry at all. You are on the right path, right? And I love those moments because they are just so miraculous, right? Like we say before, either you see everything as a miracle or you see like, no, nothing is a miracle. I choose to see those things as God handshake, God twink, like, hey, I'm here with you, right? Or the universe, whatever resonates for you, right? Yes. So we have this small visualization, meditation, activation, right? Where we see ourselves having our manifestation. And this is such a powerful way how to reprogram your mind that you get to have those things that you desire. And if for you it's difficult to see yourself, no problem, just have those thoughts, right? And when you are in your leisure time, you can then try to create that picture. Some people are so attuned that they can just see those things, like we say, visualize those things. If that's not the case for you, then you can go and have visual pictures, like search for visual pictures from, for example, if you want to manifest a beautiful relationship, then you look for beautiful relationship pictures, right, on Google or something, or on Pinterest, and you can find those things. I personally don't use those kind of imagery because I trust that the universe will find the most aligned thing for me. But if you have difficulty visualizing, those imagery can help you to visualize easier, right? If it's wealth, seeing the representation of money coming to you or coming from your computer or something like that, you can have those pictures, right? You can have that. Or maybe it's just visualizing how you see the amount, the income, monthly income that you want on your PayPal account. You can see that number with your PayPal account, right? So this is how you can visualize. Whatever it is that you desire, you can either use the visualization or even write in your journal affirmations, repeating to yourself that you are now in a beautiful, loving relationship with your partner, sending you some beautiful messages throughout the day, for example. Or you can look for those videos. I'm out of my mind. Let me calm down. Or you can look for those pictures, like we say, on internet, Pinterest, and select beautiful pictures that reminds you of your goal, right? And this is how you can create a vision board if you want to. But you can also use your own environment, your 3D environment, to have that vision board creation. For example, for the relationship, one thing that I love to do is take the romantic pictures of my husband and I and have them around me, right? In our living room, in our kitchen, even in our bedroom. That love, right? If it's a kissing picture, it's even better, right? And with that, you can totally be reminded how loving your relationship is, how fulfilling it is, right? Because it doesn't have to be that we only think about things that we want when we are in the lack mentality, right? even when you get your manifestation, the way to keep it in your life is to show your gratitude, is to give your attention to those things continuously, right? And this is how putting your life as a 3D representation of what you love is a beautiful thing. One other thing is that keep around you the things that sparks joy, right? Today I don't have the beautiful flowers, fresh flowers, but I'm so grateful for my plant who is always there for me, right, when I need her, and who is always so healthy, shining, and so she doesn't need too much care, right? She's so bright there. So you can use fresh flowers if you love them to heighten that vibration, right? Or plants, they also heighten our vibration. You see how with the photosynthesis, they can take our carbon dioxide and convert it in oxygen, right? So this is the power of the earth. I talk about those morning walks, right? It's also a beautiful thing how to elevate your vibration, because when you are in a high vibrational state, you are totally a match for everything that you desire, even the things that you unconsciously desire. Sorry, I need to drink. So even the things that you unconsciously desires but who are perfect for you, the universe is going to bring them to you. So be open, keep an open heart, an open mind to receive all the blessings that the universe is giving you. Because when we want to take only the perfect side like we wanted it, we miss on so many things that the universe is giving us, right? A beautiful example is that when you are trying to manifest a beautiful relationship with a masculine man, you being in your feminine energy is going to attract that masculine man to you, right? And let's say that your match come, but it's not from your ethnicity, and you don't have an open heart and an open mind to say, wow, I have found my soulmate, right? But you are like, oh, my family is not going to accept someone from another ethnicity, right? And this is how you block your blessings, although you already found your love, right? So having the courage to go for what you really want is also part of the manifestation process, right? I know it's a journey to be able to accept what you really want, to be able to open your heart and to let your blessings come in, no matter in what form it comes in. So my beautiful husband has that divine masculine characteristic where he can shift into his feminine energy to help me with the family, for example, preparing the kids or whatever. And he can also shift into his masculine energy. For example, he is responsible in the voluntary fireman fighter, right? He's the head there, and he also a head in the IT department where he works, right? So being able to shift in those roles is like the divine, the most highest expression of ourselves, right? And it's the same for the women. We can be the feminine, divine feminine woman who can also know when to tap into her feminine energy, be that nurturing mother for her family, for example, but also know when to tap into her masculine energy, for example, showing up for her mission, for her purpose, sharing her message of love. We need her to have some structure, some discipline to create, for example, courses and to receive the monetary exchange for those courses, right? So being able to vibrate at a higher level and also to dance with those energy within us, our masculine energy, our feminine energy, but also our light side and our shadow side, this is really what is going to empower us to attract our manifestations faster in all areas of life. I'm so enthused and inspired by those subjects, because why should we limit ourselves in just some areas, right? We can totally have it all. We can go for it, but we can also attract it to us, trusting that God is matching our vibration and is even giving us more than we ever asked for, because it is always for our highest and greatest good and for the highest and greatest good of all. All right. Let me make sure that I didn't forget to talk about some stuff here. Yes, I talk about how we can be practical at the same time and realistic, while at the same time being delusional and running toward our dreams, right? Having that big manifestation, but then also moving quickly with the inspired action that we are guided to take. And one thing that will help us to move quickly, like I said, is embracing our shadow, right? Showing our self-love. Because when we love ourselves so authentically, so rawly, it's how we can also really love other people who come our way. We transcend so much barrier when we can love our deep raw self, right? And from there it's not the end of the story, because from there we can then accept our desires and attract them to us, right? I also note here about the importance of amplifying our vibration, right? Like if you receive a small message like I did, take this as the most amazing thing, like a miracle, like I say, right? For the most amazing thing in life. Don't say, oh, this is nothing, why not this and that, right? Take that and amplify it. The same for the money. If you are attracting wealth in your life, what you will notice is that you start seeing coins here and there. It is God giving you evidences that yes, your wealth is coming, right? And your wisdom is to take that and say, yes, God, I'm seeing you. I'm seeing the sign. Thank you so much. And more of this, please. You take those coins and you put them in your wallet as if it was 1 million that you just got. You take that with high vibration. You can do your happy dance and say, yes, more of this, please, right? Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, so this is how I will finish this lesson, and I cannot wait to teach the next lesson. I'm so excited for this. I'm so enthused, I'm so inspired, and I'm so grateful for that. So I transmit to you that inspiration also for you to go after your own goals, right? Your own desires with so much inspiration, so much love, so much enthusiasm, so much confidence, right? Download that confidence. Imagine that God is sending you all that confidence that you need. What energy do you need for realizing that goal? Imagine that you are taking it right now. You are receiving it right now. It is now in you, so you don't need to hold anything back. Just go for it. Now you are ready, right? So take it and run with it. All right. I love you so much. And until next time, stay very inspired. Bye. So if this called you, feel free to join me for the creation of this course. I cannot wait to see you in the next lesson. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you do, give me a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Until next time, stay inspired. Bye.